After putting in a lot of effort for over 10 years, China now has the largest high-speed rail network in the world. By 2021, China's high-speed rail network will have traveled more than 40,000 kilometers, or all the way around the equator. China has also created projects throughout the globe and finished big projects in other countries. Along with collaborating on several international projects, China has made a point of displaying the world its powerful railway technology. Now even Germany is collaborating with China. Germany will provide $90 billion to help China modernize its existing rail system. In this video, I'll discuss the importance of this $90 billion project to Germany. Before we start, subscribe to Chip Project to watch about all the secret projects you didn't know about. Let's start now. Furthermore, why did Germany choose China in 1964? Germany was a country with extremely sophisticated train manufacture and design skills, with a top speed of 200 kilometers per hour. With remarkable success, Germany built the first railroad in history. Germany then began working on creating new trains, and it was successful in creating one that could travel up to 200 kilometers per hour in 1991. Despite the fact that this train only has one carriage, in the majority of countries at the time, trains could only go at speeds of up to 100 kilometers/. But most people in the 21st century have been disappointed by Germany's train system. So what's going on? Germany's industrial sector was created early, but a very high standard was also set for the construction of the railway network. But only 70% of Germany's high-speed rail lines are capable of speeds greater than 160 to 220 kilometers/a. The nation is currently heavily burdened by the railways, which formerly gave the Germans great pride. The tracks themselves are degrading swiftly, and a significant section of Germany's railway infrastructure is now outdated. In essence, 1 out of every 3 trains will be delayed. Major railway delays cost Germany a lot of money, but they also jeopardize travel and life security for citizens. Beginning in 2013, passengers paid the German-Italian Railway almost 40 million euros in compensation as a result of train delays. Owing to further train delays, in 2014 the railway system made compensation payments totaling nearly $100 million. In addition to the fact that the problem of railroad delays has not been rectified, the delays have cost businesses 300 million euros. The majority of Germans probably had to deal with railway delays more than once. The majority of people are increasingly becoming more disenchanted with the German railway system. Germany's current top priority is to upgrade and reconstruct the railway as soon as possible in order to lessen the current train congestion. However, the German economy is currently slowing down. The cost of labor will increase when the railway is rebuilt, and the duration and expense of construction will increase. Germany had endured severe hardship in this region, which prompted Germany to decide to collaborate with other countries to complete the task of restoring the railway. The vast number of railway upgrading projects, many of which have been abandoned to allow China to enhance the current state of German railways, however, make it evident that there are various potential safety hazards after a number of comparisons and analyses. China was given the task of maintaining and repairing the railway by Germany. According to reports, Germany has invested close to $90 billion. Of the total $90 billion, $65 billion was contributed by the German government. The remaining $25 billion was funded by Dutch bonds, and by 2030, the majority of this enormous sum will be utilized to expand Germany's present rail system and build a number of new lines. Why therefore did Germany first hand over command of such a key technological initiative to China? Germany first considered Japan rather than China. China's high-speed rail technology was not invented until after Japan's, and it may even be more sophisticated. The Shinkansen, a high-speed rail system developed in Japan, is one of the most cutting-edge in the world. Japan has made great strides in train, manufacturing, and railway technology in recent years. Most importantly, there is no question that Japan and Germany are still close allies and routinely collaborate effectively. However, Germany completely lost trust in Japan after Japan assisted India in creating a high-speed rail network. The reasons India intends to start construction on the Mumbai to Ahmedabad high-speed rail project in 2015. The Japanese government intended to lend India $12 billion at cheap interest rates to help with the construction of a 500-kilometer high-speed rail line. The Indian government publicly asked for bids to build high-speed rail. Due to China's belief that Japan's conditions were too favorable, France and Germany were not permitted to submit bids for this project. The Mumbai-Ahmedabad high-speed rail project is planned to start formal traffic operations in 2023 after work began in 2017. However, 7 years had already gone. In India, the high-speed rail project has only progressed around 10 kilometers toward completion. In the present, not only has the Japanese planned high-speed railway in India been unable to begin construction, but investment costs are also rising. It is currently planned for this infrastructure project to be launched in 2028, which Japan views as a representation of the India and Japan cooperation in the modern period. The image of the high-speed rail firms in Japan suffered significantly as a result of the project's collapse, despite the fact that Japan was not directly to blame for it. After observing how Japan handled the problem, the German authorities began to fear that they may experience a similar predicament. On the other side, China has done a great job of helping other countries expand their infrastructure. In actuality, a few of these countries had built their infrastructure earlier than was anticipated at this time. China has the potential to be viewed as a country that is quickly and effectively building the world's infrastructure. Germany's sole choice, after much discussion, is to give China this challenging task. The relevant figures show that practically everyone in the world has come to understand the strength of China's infrastructure. China is the country that has the most bridges overall, and it is home to 90 of the 100 bridges that are considered to be the most important in the world. According to these estimates, China has laid over 139,000 kilometers of track, which places them ahead of any other country in terms of the total number of railroad miles ever constructed. Construction is underway on high-speed railways that will reach a distance of 35,000 kilometers. During the time when China was building its railway system, amongst a plethora of other difficult train projects, the completion of the Chengdu, Kunming, Yulin, and Qinghai-Tibet railways has been accomplished. This is the single most important truth regarding China. In 2008, service began on the Beijing-Tianjin Intercity Railway, which boasts a maximum speed of 350 kilometers per hour (puf). Since then, travel throughout the entirety of China via high-speed train has grown increasingly efficient. However, even when China has been asked for help by other countries, the country has not slowed down its progress in developing this technology. Additionally, China will supply both technological and human resource support. For example, the Chinese infrastructure team assisted in the construction of a high-speed railway in Tallinn that connects to other lines in the country. Laos' whole economy has benefited from China's support in developing the country's transportation infrastructure, which has witnessed a remarkable boost thanks to China's assistance. In addition, China assisted Indonesia in the construction of high-speed rail, and China's infrastructure team even provided training on how to use the technology. As a direct consequence of this, the labor market and options for employment in Indonesia have greatly improved. After the Chinese construction crew has finished putting the finishing touches on the German railroad, they will move on to erecting the infrastructure. There is no room for uncertainty over the fact that China's infrastructure will continue to see significant improvements. When that time comes, the nations of Europe will likewise have the opportunity to evaluate the dependability of China's infrastructure. To see more thrilling projects that will utterly surprise you, click the video below.